Okay, you guys, so it is Monday. Happy Monday, Met Gala day, honey. And it is all coming out on the day of the Met. Also, trouble in paradise, honey. Jeff Bezos and his botch Barbie, they're not getting along. Or so it seems. But in this video, we're going to talk about Met Gala because a lot of celebrities, they are allegedly boycotting the Met Gala. Do you guys remember when I told you all that Beyonce was being scapegoated? And I said to you guys that I knew in my heart that it had something to do with Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Honey, if you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. So you have Beyonce being scapegoated, and I did another one before that last week. You guys need to check out that video, and you'll see that I called it in those videos because when they were saying that Beyonce wasn't able to move the Met tickets, I was like, it is plausible, yes, because the girl is not relatable. She gives high fashion consistently. She doesn't interact with people outside music because she's a true artist, right? And her art and craft is music. She's not like a Riri that is coming from the ground up. And as such, people like Rihanna who are coming from like poverty, dirt poor, they never forget where they're coming from, and they know that one of the best lives that you can live is with the regular degular folks. So Rihanna is not tapping out of the regular degular folks. Not ever, right? But Beyonce is on a 10-foot pole. Sometimes she comes down and she waves to the colony. But hey, that's how the girl chooses to live her life. Don't be mad at the player, honey. Be mad at the game, because God knows what I would be doing if I had Beyonce's money. I'm not even talking about her body, because if I had her money, my body would be looking better. I know it. You don't have to tell me, honey. That's the kind of confidence, and trust me, Beyonce ain't looking better than me, honey. No day, not today, not ever, okay? But on a more serious note, right? A lot of celebrities are boycotting the Met Gala because of Jeff Bezos and his botch Barbie, Lauren Sanchez. Honey, it's a hot mess. I don't know what the heck Jeff Bezos is doing with, like, how does he not get frightened out of his sleep? Like, Lauren Sanchez is not ugly. She's fugly. Jesus Christ. Even with all that makeup, she's still not able to hide it. And you know what sucks about it? It's the fact that you see behind that face, there's a beautiful personality, Wendy. She is such a beautiful person when she speaks, how she articulates. Maybe that is what Jeff is in love with. Yeah, a home wrecker, of course, but my girl will forever be Jeff Bezos' wife, honey. His wife is a sweetheart, right? But we're going to talk about that in another video. Now, Met Gala. Critics, they have been talking about some celebrities who will not be at the Met Gala this year, and it is in protest of Jeff Bezos, because Jeff Bezos is sponsoring the Met Gala this year. You guys remember, since last year, June, I have been telling you guys that Jeff wants to buy Vogue as a gift to Lauren Sanchez. They see Lauren Sanchez as a home wrecker that's tasteless. She has no class. She has no fashion sense. She truly doesn't know anything about fashion. The only reason why she's in fashion is because she can afford it. But if she didn't have money, she would not be able to put two pieces together and pull off a superb look. So they don't want her at Vogue. They believe that Jeff Bezos is bringing in the trash in the company, and the company already needs people who are truly artistic and creative, and they believe that Lauren Sanchez does not meet the requirements. But you see, this is my thing, and this is how I think, because I am business savvy, business minded, business educated. You cannot look at how a person dress and believe that they won't be able to move or make a positive impact in the fashion world. Because while she might not be, she's not the worst when it comes to fashion. Oh no, honey. Lauren Sanchez ain't the worst. We have quite a few people to go before we get to Lauren Sanchez. And I'm gonna keep it real, and you guys know I will always be real with y'all, right? So, she's not the worst, but I understand people will never like Lauren Sanchez. Never. Homewreckers are not new, but you know what? They are true. And everyone loves Scotty. Scotty is that girl, honey. She is gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's highly educated. And that woman is the number one philanthropist in the world today, honey. I've always done a few videos here and there about her. And I love how she just gives away Jeff money, and she gives Jeff's money, especially to the marginalized community, especially to the community of people who works the hardest for Jeff, but gets nothing in return. Scotty is down there taking care of those people that Jeff refuses to take care of. Hey, when I tell you that, Scotty gives the best revenge. She gives the best revenge of all times. Like, I want to be bitter as Scotty. That's the level of bitterness that I want. If my bitterness doesn't come in the form of diplomacy, I ain't want it. I don't want it. Keep it. Bitterness, stay from me. Stay away. If it doesn't come in the form of diplomacy like Scotty's, like, stay away from me, bitterness. Stay away from me, anger. If you ain't giving that Scotty energy, right? And this is why women need to learn how to truly level up in life and how to make good vengeance, because when you have that good revenge, Scotty's revenge is that Scotty is not spending anything out of her divorce settlement. And guess what? The more she gives, the more she gets, because they keep giving her this huge tax break and she keeps getting a lot of stuff in return. So every time Scotty gives away $8 billion, she makes 12 billion, 14 billion. She's making more money now, more than ever before, because she has been giving away it all. And like, the universe is like, you don't want it? We're gonna double it and send it back to you. Here you go, honey. I love Scotty. But anywho, Jeff Bezos is sponsoring the Met Gala. I think it's $12 million, right? And people are pissed, naturally and understandably so, because what they're saying is that during the time of the pandemic and onwards, they have observed Amazon workers losing their benefits, having to pee in bottles and all of that because of harsh working conditions and all of that jazz. And they're like, here is Jeff Bezos spending the money on Lauren Sanchez. Lauren Sanchez had 20 wedding dresses, while your staff, they can't even afford meal. Let me tell you something, guys. Working at Amazon is one of the worst things you'll do in your life. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. It is so horrible. And what I know for a fact is that it doesn't need to be that horrible. Is Jeff the one making it horrible? No, it is not Jeff who's making it horrible, but it's just like Kylie. Kylie's housekeepers, they have been exposed to inhumane working conditions by Kylie's house supervisor and house manager. But Kylie is the owner, so these maids have to go after Kylie. So that's the thing. If things are not going right in Jeff's company, who do you think they're going to go after? Jeff, of course, because who owns the company? Who's the founder? Jeff, of course. So that's how it works. Jeff has to take the hot seat, whether he is directly responsible or not, because he's at the helm of all of this. So, it is now said that some of our Met's most favorite people, they are boycotting this year. And honey, if Zendaya is boycotting, if Meryl Streep is boycotting, the only reason why we are not going to see Riri being a part of this boycott, because Rihanna stands up for humanity first and everything else after. The only reason why we may not see Riri boycotting this year is because Rocky is an intern at present at Vogue, and he's one of those interns that is just the interns of all interns, right? So that may be one of the reasons why we don't see Riri boycotting, but Riri is for the people. This is why, let me tell you, Rihanna will always be loved. She will always be loved, adored, worshipped. That woman, when you look at the princess of the world, if you're looking at the queen of the world, we're going to have to give that to Scotty. And if you're looking at the princess of the world, we're going to have to give that to Riri. Yes, there are other people that have been amazing when it comes to humanity, right? And we're not going to take that away from them. But for this conversation, we're going to have to say Scotty and Riri would be it, right? But when they said that Beyonce can't sell tickets and Beyonce can't move tickets, I think that Kim Kardashian might have started that mischief behind the scenes. I think Kim might have started that mischief behind the scenes to cover for Jeff's and Lauren's ass, because they all work together and they're all networking together. But if it's not Kim, I digress and I apologize. But for some reason, I just feel like blaming Kim. I don't know. It is so convenient to blame her because she's so untrustworthy after how they lied on Ray J. But then again, Ray J deserves what's coming to him, because what the heck is Ray J talking about in these interviews, going back to things that he should not even be going back to? We're going to talk about that too today. But I'm just saying, honey, they wanted us to believe that it was Queen Bee. If it rains, just blame a black woman, right? Let's find a black woman or a black man to throw under the bus to take the blame, and it will all be okay. Because the truth is, I'm not going to speak the truth because the internet is not ready for it, okay? The internet is not ready for that truth. And we want to have a good day. I'm not here to ruffle any feathers. Or am I? Or am I, right? But I'm just saying, I knew it, and I knew it all along, and I have the videos on here as proof, honey. So if you guys should go back to those videos, you guys would know that I've been saying it, like I've been screaming it. And I said to you guys, when my mind tells me something, it's on rare occasions that I'm ever wrong. Go back, check out that video. And I said, no, it ain't Beyonce. And I said to you guys that I'm going to come back and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And I said to you guys, when I come back, you guys are going to hear me say it is not Beyonce, it's Jeff and Lauren. I said it because I could literally feel it. A lot of people smile in their faces. I said this too, but behind their backs, those people don't like Jeff and they don't like Lauren, and it has nothing to do with their money. They will smile in front of their faces because of their money and power, but behind their backs, they don't like how the staff at Amazon are treated, based on what has been put out there, and they don't like that Lauren Sanchez is a homewrecker. Allegedly, because they keep denying it. But hey, if they think we're stupid and if they think we're slow, why not appease them, okay? Allegedly. So, Lauren Sanchez is not a homewrecker or anything. She just happened to stumble upon this man in a lonely alley, and he was single at the time. So hey, she's not a homewrecker. Don't you dare call that woman a homewrecker, okay? But I told you guys it was Jeff and Lauren why people are boycotting the Met Gala. And I said it is something that has been happening behind the scenes leading up to this. But they want to put it on Queen Bee. It's not going to happen. Queen Bee is bringing in the class acts, and that's just how it is. The girl is good at what she does. She is good at exuding beauty and class. And that's just who the queen is. That's just who the queen is, okay? So put some respect on the queen's name, honey. She may not come down to the colony always, but the queen will wave from time to time and say, hi. The girl keeps her side of the street queen off the side. The girl keeps her side of the street clean. She's just not messy. She's not the one for the chaos and the drama. But honey, no, the internet is saying, oh, it's Jeff and Lauren because Zendaya and Meryl, they are being unapologetic about not showing up this year. But hey, guess what? I believe we're gonna see Meryl Streep. I believe so. And I believe we're gonna see Zendaya because The Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out. Meryl Streep, she has to be out here and remind us that The Devil Wears Prada is coming out because no matter how good the movies are these days, people don't like the theaters like they once used to. People don't like celebrities like they once used to, that too as well. And for Zendaya is very strategic, very diplomatic, and she's an advocate first and everything else after. So she's not going to want to be in your face, I don't support you, because Zendaya knows that before and behind Jeff Bezos, there's a bigger cause as it relates to the Met, and that is keeping the Museum of Art alive. Zendaya is very much an artist. She loves the art form, and she is going to contribute to keeping it alive as much as she can. So I can't see her personally. I cannot see her away from the Met. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to come back and say I was wrong. And if I'm right, I'm going to come back and tell you all I was right. And I'm going to rub it in your faces, right? As I normally do. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. We're going to talk some more in the comment section, honey. Peace.